Freeze Frame Video Productions, and we certainly wish them the best of luck for the remainder of this race and the rest of the World Championships here in Key West. There's Accurate Marine on the outside. Accurate Marine as it comes up. Texaco Haviland 3 on the inside. Accurate Marine on the outside, looking downfield a bit. As we look upfield, there are some more S boats. We've got 8 S boats entered in all. Team Stalker, Team Bermuda, Raceboat Motorsports, Texaco Haviland 3, which we just saw. Also Conch Attack, Cobra, Baby Kamikaze, and Cutting Edge. A lot of good competition in S class. There is S747, Team Bermuda Kinetic Animation, a 30-foot Spectre powered by 200 horsepower Mercury outboards. Driver is Randy Harris from Boca Raton, Florida. Throttleman Morris Correa from Bermuda. Team Bermuda Kinetic Animation, S747. Nice throttling job there by Morris Correa from Paget, Bermuda. These rough waters in Key West are taking a toll early on some boats. Indigo and Kiss of Fire are out of the race in B class. In A class, we got some more. In A class, it's Pittman Photo, Flashpoint, Bronx Phantom, Fitz's Fantasy, Performance Marine, Team Irresistible, Team Hog's Breath. They are out of the race. In C class, King Sting and Explosive. We never saw at the start of the race. And Heat Is On, of course, is out of the race in that spectacular mishap where we saw the bow totally ripped apart as Heat Is On stuffed it. But the crew members are luckily okay. So a lot of boats out of the race so far in this first of 4 races that we'll be covering. We've got nearly 60 boats in all entered in this morning race. Over 100 in these World Championships here in Key West. We're looking at S1 now. S1 Cutting Edge, you're a leader right now, and also your national champion in S class. Cutting Edge, a 30-foot motion powered by 200 horsepower Mercury outboards. The driver is Alan Butler from Corpus Christi, Texas. And Gary Ballou from Boca Raton. He is the throttle man. Cutting Edge, S1. Special thanks to Edwin at Motion Powerboats, Dean and the other wizards at Wizard Marine, and of course their friends over at TNT Rigging for helping to put together a winning boat. Also special thanks to Crew Chief Larry Butler and all his buddies for their support, and thank you to the APDA and SBIP race organizers for a great year. S1 Cutting Edge, your leader right now in S class. And as we said, your 1996 national champion in S class for APBA. S1 Cutting Edge in first place. Alan Butler, the driver. Gary Ballou, throttle man. There's Team Bermuda on the outside. Great little battle going on here in S-Class. Great battle here, S1. S1 Cutting Edge and Team Bermuda on the outside, threatening to take the lead. Team Bermuda and Cutting Edge entering Mallory Square as the spectators are getting a great view of this great race, great battle going on between these two boats. Team Bermuda on the outside. It's close here in Mallory Square between Team Bermuda and Cutting Edge. Going around the turn, Cutting Edge and Team Bermuda. Some of the spectator boats you can see in the distance. Heading out of Mallory Square now. S45 Baby Kamikaze 30-foot motion powered by 200 horsepower Mercury outboards. The driver is Mike Hidalgo from Miami, Florida. Throttleman Ricardo Acosta from Puerto Rico. Juan Santiago from Puerto Rico. He is the owner of this 30-foot motion Baby Kamikaze. S45. So far in S-Class, Cobra is out of the race. Cobra, S77. Right now you're watching S45 Baby Kamikaze with Mike Hidalgo and Ricardo Acosta. Juan Santiago Jr., the driver of record, but it's Mike Hidalgo in the driver's seat for today's race. Eight boats in all entered in S-Class, but right now Cobra is out, leading 7. Great battles going on in S. Great competition. As you can see, bumpy waters here in Key West. And as we saw earlier in the race, Hilazan stuffed it. The whole bow torn apart by the strong waters out here, strong impact. But the driver and the rest of the crew members are okay, no problem. Nice throttling job there aboard Baby Kamikaze S45. As we look into the distance, there is S40 Conch Attack. Conch Attack is a 30-foot Spectre. It's powered by 200 horsepower Mercury outboards. As we get a little closer, we can tell you that aboard Conch Attack is Phil Semmel. He is the driver. Throttleman is Scott Cates from Key West, Florida. And there they are, Phil and Scott aboard S40 at Concatac, a 30-foot Spectre. And of course, we all look forward to seeing the much larger Spectre, which will become available soon. Spectre Powerboat's a great company, builds great racing boats as well as pleasure boats. Jay from Spectre Powerboats. Concatac S40. Well, once again, the three major racing associations have gotten together to bring you this World Championship here in Key West. Superboat International, APBA, and U.S. Offshore Racing Association. Over 100 boats in all entered. Great event here, a week-long festival. Phil Semmel and Scott Cates right now aboard Concatac S40. There's Feel the Rush in B class on the outside. Feel the Rush. Concatac on the inside. Powered by two 200 horsepower Mercury outboards. Feel the rush as we look upfield. Concatac. Looking upfield on the far outside is Nemshoff, your leader in C class. Nemshoff. There is Intense Marine in the middle of your picture. Intense Marine. C21. There you see now in the middle is First Scarab. First Scarab. Intense Marine on the inside. First Scarab coming up. But Nemshoff, your leader in C. Intense Marine looking downfield on the inside. There's Intense Marine C21, a 30-foot Max Cat. Powered by two 2.5 EFIs. Mike Strickland, the driver. Rolando Garcia, the throttle man. Intense Marine C21. Special thanks to Scott Manner from Intense Marine for rigging and maintaining this boat. 30-foot Max Cat. They would also like to thank the Bayside in Key West for fine accommodations. Intense Marine. Intense, powered by two 2.5 EFIs. Uh-oh, what's that all about? Apparently a hole has developed in the bottom of the boat, and it's spraying behind the driver and throttle man. Oh, they've got a problem. Well, Freespray Video Productions is calling Angel Helicopter to let them know that this is happening so they can come and rescue these guys in the event that they sink. Apparently, the inside may be filling up with water now. As you can see, they are out of the race, and they have stopped. A hole apparently developing in the bottom of the boat. Intense. With Mike Strickland and Rolando Garcia having a major problem. Hopefully those bilge pumps are working, otherwise that boat could fill up and possibly sink. But Angel helicopter has been alerted. As you can see, there is water in there, and they could be sinking. So help is on the way. Both crew members, though, are okay. Mike Strickland and Rolando Garcia. Now we're going to go with the next start. The B and S boats. The B boats will be going 100 miles. The S boats 70 miles. And there you can see they've got the green flag, and they are on. The B and S start here in Key West, Florida. Now going to the immediate lead, we've got LoJack and Obsession. There is Obsession on the outside, LoJack on the inside. Obsession a 37-foot outer limits. LoJack a 32-foot Fabio Buzzi. Obsession on the outside, LoJack on the inside. LoJack is powered by one 1,100 horsepower C-Tech inboard with a Trimax drive. Daniel Scioli, he's from Buenos Aires, Argentina. He is the driver. Throttle man is Fabio Buzzi from Italy. LoJack, there is LoJack on the inside, Obsession on the outside. Wider shot. Fabio Buzzi on throttles. Daniel Scioli, the driver. LoJack, B2. Obsession on the outside, 37-foot outer limits. This is the beginning of the B start, and these two boats went to the immediate lead right now in B class. The B and S start, that is. 100 miles for the B boats, 70 miles for the S boats. And it's LoJack and Obsession right now in the lead and fighting for the lead. LoJack, B2. Great battle going on here between these two B boats. Beautiful day here in Key West. As you can see, some clouds in the background with blue skies. Waters, though, choppy, making for a lot of rocking and rolling here in these waters. Obsession a 37-foot outer limits, powered by two 650 horsepower MRD inboards with Mercruiser drive. Obsession. Driver is Harry Turner. Throttleman is Mike Fiore. Navigator Bob Bowman for this 37-foot outer limits. Special thanks to MRD Marine Research and Development, specializing in the preparation and maintenance of high-performance pleasure and race boats. MRD is able to meet all the mechanical needs, engine packages, transmissions, outdrives, rigging, as well as the fabrication needs for all of its many satisfied customers. Also special thanks to Jimmy Buck over at MRD. Also special thanks to Steve Ando, the crew chief, and John Turner. And Freeze Frame Video Productions would like to thank the Obsession Racing team for helping us transport some of our equipment. Obsession B88, your national champion in B class for U.S. Offshore in this 1996 racing season. There's LoJack on the outside. LoJack, a great battle going on here between these two B boats. Obsession on the inside. Magic Potion now coming into the picture on the inside. Magic Potion, LoJack, and Obsession in the middle. A great battle in B class. Magic Potion, Obsession, and LoJack on the outside. All vying for the lead in B. lot of flying, a lot of jumping going on. It's a great battle here between these boats. Obsession in the lead. Going around the turn now is Obsession with Magic Potion on the inside. B9 Magic Potion, a 34-foot Magic. Going around the turn. There's Obsession. V88. Magic Potion now coming into the picture. B9 Magic Potion, the 34-foot Magic, powered by two 600-horsepower Chevy Teague inboards with Merc Cruiser drives. The driver is Rob Storley from Benicia, California. Navigator Steve Ingram from Valencia, California. Throttleman Bob Teague from Valencia. Magic Potion B9. Sponsors include R.A. Storley Insurance, Teague Custom Marine. Also special thanks to Rob Storley, his wife Margaret, and his kids Nicholas and Alexandra, and the staff of Teague Custom Marine. Crew members include James Jaber, Chad Schneider, and Ryan Thor. B9 Magic Potion, 34-foot Magic. Owner of Magic Potion, R.A. Storley Racing Incorporated. On the outside, Obsession, B88, a great battle going on here between these two boats. Obsession and Magic Potion, B9. Magic Potion, your 1996 Western Divisional Champion. Also took a second overall in the 1994 Key West races. 94 Rookie of the Year. High points overall in Western Division Regional Racing this year. Magic Potion, B9. Rob Storley, Steve Ingram, and Bob Teague battling in B. In Mallory Square as we head towards the turn. On the outside, Obsession, B8. On the inside, Magic Potion. There's Joanna, 38-foot fountain in Mallory Square, going around the turn. On the outside, B28, Joanna with Magic Potion on the inside. B28, Joanna, 38-foot fountain, powered by two 650-horsepower Troy Dennis inboards with Merc Cruiser drive. The driver is Bruce Burley from Hollis Heights, Illinois. Throttleman Craig LaPont from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Crew members, Emilio Dacoba, Tony Dacoba, Butch Streetsenberg, Don Cooper, and Gary Katzman. Crew members of Joanna, B28. Sponsors include La Cantina Restaurants in Paw Paw, Michigan, Arthur Lee for rigging, Troy Dennis in North Carolina for the motors, and Oasis Whirlpool in St. Charles, Illinois. B28, Joanna, 38-foot fountain, Bruce Sperling and Craig LaPine aboard. This 38-foot fountain powered by two 650-horsepower Troy Dennis inboards. Special thanks to Mr. Art Lilly. Bruce Sperling and Craig Lapine looking comfortable in their 38-foot fountain. The waters here at Key West seem to have calmed a bit. Still a little bumpy, though, in spots. There's Great Lakes Caster. Then we've got Field of Rush on the outside. Team Stalker down in the middle. And up front is Joanna. Great Lakes Caster on the inside. Great Lakes Casters. B96 33-foot fountain powered by two 500-horsepower Mercury inboards with Mercruiser drives. The driver is Jeff Halett. Throttle-man Doug Popma. Great Lakes Casters. The Great Lakes Caster Racing Team would like to thank Halett Signs. Also, Great Lakes Caster, National Car Rental, T&M Auto Leasing, Assembly Service, Brazing Concepts, Dameron Truck Sales, Tiger Fiberglass, Morrisman's Bar and Grill, Kais Jewelry, Gooby Restaurant, KW Manufacturing, Lake George Marina, Fishtail Marina, RNF Automotive, Valvoline, Magliner Hand Trucks, Southeast Side Harley Davidson, and Harley's Motorcycle Shop. Great Lakes Caster Race Team, they're on the inside. Jeff Halett and Doug Popma aboard this 38, or rather 33-foot fountain. Powered by a pair of 500-horsepower Mercury inboards. Field of Rush on the outside. Field of Rush. B96, Great Lakes Caster. Jeff Halett, driver and owner. B87 Team DeLand Honda 38-foot velocity powered by two 550-horsepower flagship marine imports with Mercruiser drives. The driver, Kevin Brown. Throttle man is Steve Kildall. Navigator, Richard Bird. The owner, Pepper Ernst from DeLand, Florida. Team DeLand Honda B87 took a first place in the Southeast Regionals, a first in the Gold Cup Series, and third in the national point standings. Special thanks to Velocity Powerboats, also flagship marine for the engines. Team DeLand Honda B87. Kevin Brown, Steve Kildall, and Richard Bird aboard this 38-foot Velocity. Nice throttling job there by Steve Kildall. We're aboard now. Team DeLand Honda.
I don't see, but Peter's out there. There he is. Watch where you're going, Kevin.
A miscalculation on your left.
Come on, Kevin, drive a straight line.
You got a free side to your right, Kevin.
numbers.
Gotta-
I'm on it. We're right on it.